it's safe to say the timetables have shifted greatly for our expectations within Operation Grand Heist. When I say that, I mean in the likes of things of, say, a mini-stream event for Black Ops 4's MP, for that redacted event which we now know was Alcatraz, for Blackout, and so on and so forth. For the content stream in particular, we thought that we'd see one with Shamrock and Awe. Then that didn't happen, and we thought the halfway point of the event would be when we see that introduced. Then that didn't happen, and then we thought maybe it'd follow the same pattern as the Barbarians event and launch with 28 days left in the operation. Well, that 28-day mark came around, and still, we never got it. None of those things happened, so our previous formula of predicting content based on their comparably formatted counterparts has been a bust this event. But there is one thing that I want to elaborate on and lay out for you guys that we mentioned really quickly in passing in yesterday's video talking about the update, that I can't really say that I was expecting it before all this kind of stuff happened, but now as we wind down towards the end of the operation and still have yet to see this elusive sniper rifle of the Vendetta, here's when we might be able to see it and why it may have more implications than you may actually anticipate. So that mini stream, whether or not it comes, I'm still thinking that it will, and we'll see why here in just a few seconds. We previously were going on the idea that it would follow some sort of similar pattern, and that we'd end up needing more days than tiers remaining so that players could organically unlock those items without the subliminal push to buying tiers, because that would ultimately really frustrate the community. We ended up seeing comparably the 3 mini streams outside of this one, being the Halloween event, the holiday event, and the Barbarians event. The Halloween event ended up having 20 tiers with 10 items. The holiday event had the same of 20 tiers and 10 items. The Barbarians event, though, kind of changed it around a little bit. It launched with 28 days left in the operation and had 25 tiers with 25 items. The first mini tier that actually was every single tier progression, you got a new item, unlike the Halloween and the holiday event. So with the theme of these mini events being something particular to either a seasonal event or a pattern of some sort, being the Barbarians launching a little later, we thought that we'd see a seasonal event for Shamrock and Awe. That seemed like the biggest and most logical thing here. But again, we didn't, so what's bigger than St. Patrick's Day globally? Because it kind of makes sense now if this does happen as such. Easter, which now kind of brings the Vendetta sniper to potentially another date. That date of April 16th may be our next one up in contention, which isn't a whole hefty amount of time left on the operation for players to be able to grind this out, as it's only 2 weeks out from Black Ops 4's 4th operation launch on the 30th, as Operation Grand Heist concludes on PlayStation 4 and then rolls right into the next one. But to me, it actually still makes a ton of sense. It fits seasonally and gives players time to complete perhaps, well, maybe a condensed stream. It's not necessarily known if we'll end up having something like the Barbarians event with 25 items in 14 days, but I don't know if that would necessarily be the case because it is almost at that point getting to the double mark, so you'd end up having to earn 2 tiers a day rather than just 1 to earn out everything, without having to force your hand and buy tiers to end up getting that Vendetta sniper rifle. I don't think that would be the case, so in that sense, it might be a more condensed stream, but we do know this has to happen within the current event of Operation Grand Heist. We've mentioned this before, but the Vendetta sniper, or that Mini 14, is actually in even the promo material. Not even the fact that it's in the game files, because that could indicate maybe it's just ready to go for the next operation. But I don't see them transferring it over to the next operation because it's seen in the initial key art for Operation Grand Heist. So if we assume it comes for an Easter event now at this point, it follows pretty nicely some patterns we've seen before. PlayStation 4 is kicking it off as the lead off, so Xbox One and PC will get it a week later whenever this does eventually come. We have seen many holiday events within the Call of Duty franchise launch the week before that holiday, so it makes sense in that regard that you end up having PlayStation 4 kick it off, get ready for that holiday, and then continue through it. But Xbox One and PC getting it a week later, they'll get it when it's still relevant to the Easter update, only 2 days after Easter itself, when it theoretically comes out on the 23rd. And to me, this is the absolute furthest back we'll end up seeing it launch for PlayStation 4 and in this operation, because the following week after that will more than likely be reserved for the teasers of Operation 4, so I can't imagine that we'd end up seeing it drop the week before the new operation kicks off, because it's already going to be weird enough seeing this happen 2 weeks before to get excited for a new weapon and a few new pieces of content, then 2 weeks later have a brand new operation with presumably a new 100 tier stream to grind out a whole ton of content and that of new map changes, modes, reserve contents, and so on and so forth. So with our final prediction locked in at April 16th now for when we can either see that Mini 14 or Vendetta sniper rifle come in a mini stream event, or maybe even worst case scenario as a bundle, with that date locked in, it also happens that it might have an inadvertent effect on what a lot of people are really looking forward to, potential information regarding that theoried Modern Warfare 4. We're in that prime time right now where at any moment the alarms could go off and we could get a teaser for Infinity Ward's next introduction into the Call of Duty franchise come this fall. But if the marketing happens as such, I don't think that we'll get it just yet. And here's why. We've mentioned this many times here on the channel throughout the past couple of years, but Activision loves to work in intervals of 2 weeks. That's usually the marketing window they'll end up associating with each project, with each reveal, with each release. Especially this year with Black Ops 4 and the way exclusivity works. But normally we'd end up seeing content given a week of initial hype, then the second week being a sort of maturation period or a cooldown for another week at that point, and then the teaser or something could be hyped up in that secondary week at the very earliest, and then finally dropped on that 14-day mark after that big release that just happened. With Black Ops 4, we end up seeing PlayStation 4 gets the content a week early in that first week, then Xbox One and PC get it the following week. So this year around, it takes any leeway that 2-week period would normally have, and then it solidifies it because it's a first week of hype for both exclusive and non-exclusive users on all 3 main platforms. So it really tightens that spread down and solidifies that 2-week period at the minimum. But if we consider that marketing strategy and how they're no doubt going to go all out to push the teasers or trailer for Modern Warfare 4, whatever they end up releasing first, it's going to need its own window of opportunity that will not conflict with absolutely anything. Black Ops 4 currently takes up a lot of the time in the pipeline for marketing, because theoretically, as of this next week, we'll see the Vendetta sniper rifle in that mini stream. Then a week later, on the 23rd, we'll end up seeing it come to Xbox One and PC. But then that also is when we'll see the teasers for Operation 4 start up, as that week leading into it starts to hype up the coming content and the coming event. Then the following week after that, on the 30th, that's going to be when we see the full launch of Operation 4 on PlayStation 4. Then the week after that, on the 7th, we'll see that operation come to Xbox One and PC. So where does that leave our theoried Modern Warfare 4? If my educated guesses are right, well then at the very earliest, May 14th. Because that then leaves Xbox One users and PC users to be entertained by the new content in Black Ops 4, and then start to get ready for something else as early as the 14th. And I'll be totally honest, while that seems a little late because last year we saw Black Ops 4 teased so early on, it actually falls in line with a lot of the older marketing promo and when we end up seeing those reveals happen before Black Ops 4. And it falls again in line with a November release schedule that we've seen previously based off of marketing of other games. So it would make sense then to see that happen at the very earliest of the 14th, maybe the 21st, and I can't necessarily say I see it happening on the 28th of May, but we've had comparable timetables of a Modern Warfare 3 reveal on May 23rd, Black Ops 2 being revealed on May 1st, Ghost being revealed on May 21st, Advanced Warfare on May 1st, Black Ops 3 on April 26th, Infinite Warfare on May 2nd, World War 2 on April 26th, and then the Black Ops 4 reveal trailer for both MP, Blackout, as well as Zombies all came on the reveal event on the 17th. Not the teaser, that was something that happened in March actually, but the official reveal where we saw gameplay, we saw actual footage of it, that was the 17th. So while it makes sense perhaps in that fashion to see it in mid-May, it also completely removes the chance of us seeing a confirmation or anything outside of a leak for over a month. Which with Black Ops 4 being teased so early on, perhaps spoiling a lot of people on when they expect to see things come out for the next game, many people are rightfully anxious and excited to see what's next, but now, I don't know if I'd get my hopes up too much for that. So if you're looking out for Modern Warfare 4, you could thank that damn sniper. But all jokes aside, I think that this might be my final guess here as to how things will roll out, but I was curious when trying to figure this out for myself on when the sniper may be coming, just because I'm interested in more content in Black Ops 4, that it might have some inadvertent effects on the marketing of other things, mainly that being any information on the upcoming title for Call of Duty come later this fall. And being that if it is Modern Warfare 4, I'll be as stoked as the next guy, but I'm certainly excited to see just what it is, at first at least. Then the hype can build from there, in which I can get excited for gameplay and all sorts of other things. But I want to let you guys know about this because whenever I thought about the sniper, I didn't really consider the other effects it might have on the marketing, so I want to keep you guys in the loop, keep you in the know, so that if you are expecting something MW4 related, it might be pushed back, unfortunately, by a couple of weeks. That said, that's where we're going to wrap it up, so let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Would you guys like to have a sniper or a Modern Warfare 4 teaser? Curious to know your thoughts on that one, but let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Hopefully enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below, and of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Black Ops 4, MP, Blackout, Zombies. We got you covered the best of updates, news, information, tips, tricks, all that good stuff. So if any of that interests you, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing. If you guys also want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, there's the best place to get connected outside of YouTube. Practically live on both those. So if you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, that link is down there in the description below. With that said, now do I thank you guys all so much for watching. Mine's been Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care, and peace.